Hi, first day of real trading today after holidays. It's actually sort of half a day for me. Today was US bank holiday. Usually when there's a US bank holiday, I try to disregard the US indices and trade much less in the afternoon. Because it was my first day back, I decided not to trade in the afternoon, and it was probably a mistake because there were some pretty nice trades. Anyway, today was definitely the day of oil. This is the situation at London opening. As you can see, the oil has already had a rally of about 40 points. Definite uptrend, buy signal, first possible trade after the first 5 minutes is the break of this one. 44, you could have entered at about 50. And this is what happened. The market really shot up quite decisively. So what you could have done is to get the first. I usually tend to risk 20 points and get 20 points. I wasn't quick enough to move the targets further, so I was hit almost immediately on 20 points. My second target was a little bit above this R1 here. And it was just below the big round number, which was in 95. I actually exited at 96. So it was, in the first few minutes, it was already a fantastic day. There were some rumors of some meetings somewhere in the world about big oil producer. I don't know, I don't care. I trade what I see, and what I see is this, and I jumped in. It was a perfectly legal trade, valid trade, breakout of this high here on this buy signal. And as you can see, the market went up and up and up and went up really until 46. You were out at 45. Could you have done better? Of course, you can always do better. You could have re-entered at 45.10. It was a risky strategy. If you did it, it would have been fantastic, would have paid out. This is a clear rejection of this of this enormous spike, a clear rejection of this uptrend. So what you can do is really, you can expect the market to go down because you don't really know why this happened. All you can see is wait and look at the market and see what it does. What are the bears doing? Well, the bears and also the bulls can try to find some ways to get the market back, either by pushing it back or by taking profits. I think that this is quite a big profit-taking kind of spike. You have a retracement. The best thing to do on this, in this case, is to try to jump in again if the market shows any signs of strength. Some people here might have been a little bit taken aback, a little bit late, and they want to be in again. So first sign is this one. First low, second low, double bottom, and you can expect a bounce here, and you have a bounce. So a very advanced trade would have been to re-enter above this high here, something like 33 or 34, with a target at this level, about 50. That's exactly what happened, and more. And when you see this, you know that you're in for a pretty good day of trend. So if you're really aggressive, you can exploit every possible situation to get in long. Again, this is a pause and then long again. There would have been another 10 points and more. If we are really looking at our idea of breakouts, the re-entry, but this would have been really aggressive and advanced, would have been here or here above this one. The market reached R3, and then there is the first sign of exhaustion, but the bears don't take advantage of that. There is another try to get up, but as you can see, the volume is going down. There's another spike here. At this point, I'm not trading any longer. I've already made quite a lot of points, and the market then calms down, and you have the first signs of retracement and maybe a reversal. The market has gone down quite a lot already. At this time, however, we are well into the no trade zone. So let's wait for the 1 o'clock. At 1 o'clock, you have another breakout here. It's very close to big round number. You could have entered at 95, 94 and try to get the 10 points to R1, and this is exactly what you have. But now the opposite of what happened in the morning may happen in the afternoon. You are in a very clear downtrend here, and the market actually has to do a little bit more in order to go back to the breakout point. And the bulls are back in control. You have this first buy signal here, and you could have been caught out here, entering at 33. The market went to 42, so you can see that you could have got your scalp at 10, but in any case you wouldn't have lost because you would have put the stop at the break even. But the interesting point is that you're expecting the market to go down, so you're waiting for sell signals, and you have some here, but this is too close to R1, so you might want to wait. And nothing happens. But all in all, this was really the market to trade today. And again, I didn't do anything in the afternoon, as I said before. As far as the other markets are concerned, well, not much to do. Euro here, you wouldn't have been triggered here. There was a buy signal here, you might have been triggered here, but that was a very stupid place to get in. This is a line of resistance, and there was the pivot point just above that. You have a sell signal that is triggered here, but it's too late. It's 11 o'clock. The only possible trade would have been this one in the afternoon. At about 2 o'clock, you would have made 7 or 8 points. Cable, you had the first signal here. Early in the morning, it was really very close to the pivots, and this line here, which is a support line that has been respected several times. So this definitely should have been filtered. You have a signal here, but this is very close to 9:30, and 9:30 you have news. These are the news, usual story. We don't trade the news. Some people might have been tempted to get in just after the bar of the news, but he would have entered at 64, 65 with a double top at 73. It would have been a break even. This is something we don't trade. And then that's it. You have a short here at 10.50. The only other trade would have been, well, this would have been filtered, of course, too close to R1. It would have been this one. That would have been a good trade because it was a breakout, a clear breakout of this support line here, and really a bounce on the daily pivot. Pretty good. I didn't trade it because, as I said, I didn't trade in the afternoon. Finally, the DAX. We don't look at YM today. Pretty boring stuff. You see that there was a gap up open, and it really closed the gap and then went up the other way. We're safe here because there was no buy signal. There was a short signal here, but it was a big round number, 703. So you would have filtered this one, and there was really nothing to do throughout the day. The only good trade would have been this one in the afternoon at about 2:35. I didn't trade this one, but that would have been very, very good. But overall, oil was the trade of the day, and it was a very, very good 2 or 3 trades.